So when you paid your salary for June, when you made your requisition from the control of budget, did you requisition net or you requisition gross?
It took only a few hours of a Senate grilling for Kenya's governors to decide they'd had enough of the heat.
Immediately we feel like our intelligence is being insulted. We become very agitated. Kindly just answer the question. You are the ones who have given us these figures. Is it feasible that really in a day in Kitui?
Now, the Council of Governors are reaching for the nearest emergency exit.
But there's no need of naming them. They know themselves. 4 of them in CPAC, they know themselves.
But the question on everyone's mind is, what on earth did Edwin Sifuna and his colleagues do this time? You see, on February 9th, the governors did what any wounded political animal does. They met, issued a statement, and accused specific Senate committees of escalating extortion, harassment, intimidation, and outright humiliation during routine oversight.
We even have bloggers covering Senate committees instead of the Senate official, communication team. Yeah? Senate is an august house. How do we allow bloggers to be the one covering what happens in there? And even before the governor steps out of that committee, we've seen intimidation of the auditors in that committee to incriminate specific governors, to incriminate governors. The auditor gets so intimidated that at times he even says things contrary to what is in the audit report.
We are very specific that Council of Governors has no issue with the Senate. We even have no issue with all the Senate committees. We have a problem not just with the CPAC committee. We have a problem with 4 senators. They know themselves in the committee of CPAC of the Senate. Those 4 senators know themselves. And we are saying they are involved in extortionists, being extortionists. They harass governors, they intimidate them. They even use political maneuvers of keeping governors there the whole day, waiting to be seen without even communicating to them, hoping that the governors will be able to give in to their whim.
If that's not enough, the governors threatened that they would no longer appear before the Senate County Public Accounts Committee until the matter is addressed through formal talks with the Senate leadership.
And we are saying Senate is a house of noble men and women. There are other senators who can serve in that committee and will not appear in that CPAC committee if and until when those senators and the leadership is changed, because they're the ones who are spoiling and they are making the Senate appear as if it is a place the serious business is not done, but instead we have political maneuvers that are underlined with personal interest.
While the governors are busy painting the Senate as a compromised gang of bullies, the Kenyan public is raising a skeptical eyebrow. If Sifuna's brigade is truly shaking people down for bribes, why haven't we seen any names named? You see, the logic is simple. If you're being extorted, why not call out the individual senator and hand them over to the EACC?
It is not the whole Senate. It is just only 4 senators, and they know themselves. But there's no need of naming them. They know themselves. 4 of them in CPAC, they know themselves.
If this is a witch hunt, where is the official complaint to the relevant authorities?
We cannot go on like that. So as a council, we've said enough is enough on this matter, and we'll engage the leadership of the Senate. If we have to go back to court to interpret what oversight is and what those appearances should entail, what political responsibility of governors is, we are willing to go back to court. But it cannot be and will not be business as usual. I thank you.
We are being extorted is not just a political complaint. It is an accusation. And accusations, last we checked, comes with the receipts or at least a willingness to identify the cashier.
If and until when those senators and the leadership is changed, because they're the ones who are spoiling and they are making the Senate appear as if it is a place the serious business is not done, but instead we have political maneuvers.
The committee currently causing such discomfort for our county chiefs is led by Senator Moses Kajwang, who happens to be the chair, and Senator Jones Mwaruma, alongside Edwin Sifuna, Samson Cherargei, and others.
In a day in Kitui, that there are 5 trucks only that pay cents for sand. The answer is a straightforward no. We are not fools.
This is a brigade that has been putting governors on the spot over alleged misconduct and the mismanagement of public funds in their counties, asking the kind of questions that make prepared speeches collapse and budget lines start sweating.
Now we have to draw the line. You cannot tell this committee, you cannot tell the people of Kitui that there are days that you don't even get a truck ferrying sand from Kitui rivers. You know, this is a matter that everybody now in Kitui today is actually glued on their TVs to hear your answers on the matter of cess from the sand in Kitui rivers. Please, for the sake of those people, just say the truth. Just say the truth.
And round chair, can the chief officer take an oath?
Yeah.
Because it's like we are not kindergarten children to be told stories. So in this 15.6 million Kenya shillings on transport, how many rollies and how many tonnages? How do you mark governor? How do you say these rollies are 5 tons, 10 tons? This is the checkpoints, and I believe you have says checkpoints where you register those things. We know most of this Nairobi is being built from sand from Kitui. And it is very unfair for the people of Kitui who are falling that they see a number of trucks moving outside Kitui, then they don't see value for that money.
So when you paid your salary for June, when you made your requisition from the control of budget, did you requisition net or you requisition gross?
We did net because we do not have the budget to support the full. So we could not request for the deductions. And actually that was with the basis. We had to convince the controller budget that we did not request full salary. That is why we were able to get it.
Why would the controller of budget approve net, knowing that statutory deductions are statutory in nature, are mandatory? Because that excuse can only apply if you took a bank loan, if you took an overdraft.
The COB is here. That would be a very important.
So can you say that again? The question was, the 135 million outstanding deductions in June, how did they arise? While we expect that when you are requisitioning for salary, you requisition gross and not net. You said you requisitioned net. Can you just confirm that?
Okay, if your budget does not is not sufficient to support the whole June salary, then you cannot be able to request the whole salary because.
So you can decide to pay half the employees.
Chair, you know, my colleague there is now trending very dangerous grounds. You know, what are you telling us? That you requisition from COB to give you a percentage of my salary, but in that salary I am supposed to do statutory remittances. I'm supposed to service my SACCO loans. I'm supposed to do pay as you earn. I'm supposed to do NTIF and those other things. So who takes responsibility for the balance?
Chair, with your permission, maybe the CEO of Finance can supplement the response given. Responding exactly to that query.
Okay, let's hear from Chief Officer, then the COB will corroborate what he said.
Thank you, Chair. The financial year ends at 30th June. When it comes to June, we don't always receive money by 30th June for the last financial year. We receive the money in July or late
after the 30th June. So, but on 30th June, what is paid first is the net. While the statutory, which is supposed to be paid from 9th of the next month, when you receive the July disbursement, you pay. So, at the end of June, the month of June, the cut-off point for that financial year, the amount, the figures has already been gone to the new financial year. So when you are paying, it's like you have paid it late. We paid it. We paid it. The amount is cleared.